Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Mike's Instant Movie Review with a potpourri of other things. Kind of the weekend review, and if you're lucky, we might have a lesson or two, a thought or two, or three. The film that I saw for the second time was A Quiet Place Part 2. We kind of look at all these wonderful signs and posters, Conjuring, getting to that point where I've pretty much seen all these movies. Raya I went to see. I think I was just discussing Luke Wilson the other day with my Idiocracy review, saying I wasn't sure what happened to him. I wanted to take a look at that spot where that osprey was. A kind Mike Messier viewer. I don't think it's a regular subscriber, but just someone who caught my video about the eagle. If you haven't seen that one, it's Fly, Lone Eagle, Fly. Well, I happened to see it. Someone said it's an osprey, and I see the osprey looking down upon us. So the osprey is awake. I see the osprey moving its head. It's very dark out, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll try my best without losing the video. But there's basically this giant... Oh my God, everything's so complicated. I want to do my best to get this into the picture, but it's dark out. Go to my video, Fly, Lone Eagle, Fly. I might have to change the name of the video to Fly, Lone Osprey, Fly. It looks like the osprey is... Yeah, he's awake. Or she. I don't know if you can see it. It's just too dark to see right now. And I'd have to do another video where I put the light on it. Poor osprey is trying to get some sleep, so I don't want to be the bird watcher, but this bird has this giant nest, and it's just huge. I wouldn't, see, I'm not going to emasculate that bird and say that that bird is now my pet, but I kind of feel like I have a friendship with the bird, like a respectful friendship. So, but there's this giant bird in a fucking light fixture that's just got the biggest fucking... What should I bring the bird as tribute? Anyone have a pet mouse you want to get killed? Anyway. So, go to see this movie, A Quiet Place Part 2, for the second time. Oddly enough, there was about 5 people in the theater, including myself. Well, there's someone who's going to walk by me, so I have to be quiet. We're going to cross paths. But I did have some other commentaries on the world. This person's going to cross paths with me. Someone's listening to The Weeknd or something. I hope I don't get a music violation. Well, someone's listening to Pat Benatar. Okay, so what are my big thoughts? Well, the weekend's come, the weekend's gone. Have we learned anything? What did I do this weekend? I guess I had a pretty big weekend. I went to a baseball game. It was very hot. It hit 100 degrees that day, Friday. There was a car accident that I saw. I saw the aftermath of the car accident. I didn't see the people, like the cars did not strike but I saw the aftermath, which was kind of tragic. It looked like a couple of senior citizens were roughed up in this car accident. Sad, but I guess they'll have something to tell their grandkids. Baseball game I went to, I was exceedingly hot, as in warm, as in uncomfortable. I left around the 6th to the 7th inning. That's a great thing. See, here's the thing, folks. Sometimes when you are a lone wolf, a lone soldier in this world, you can feel a bit isolated and bored with your own company at times. But the good thing, the upside of that, is you don't have to fucking confer with a bunch of assholes. Meaning your family. Especially if you're someone with a spouse or kids or both or parents or whatever the fuck, friends even. It's always like a goddamn group decision about everything. And some people really are, I hate to say it, but they're afraid of their own fucking company. Like they can't, it boggles their fucking mind to perhaps go to a movie by themselves or to go to a sport. Like they could not leave the house unless they were meeting someone. And for most of my life, I really haven't been like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm just not afraid of my own company or my ability to entertain myself or my ability to meet people along the way. And that's half the fucking fun. I mean, I just don't get it. There are people that are literally not going to leave the house or the home unless they're meeting someone, unless someone's picking them up. I used to wonder about, women in Rhode Island, female friends of mine, that they always seem to be dating some guy that they really didn't like. And I just wondered, are they dating these guys because they just want they want someone to go out with, but they're just afraid to be alone? And I just I think back in my own history as a human fucking being, and I can remember early in my development, I believe it was the summer of my 16th year, there was a rock and roll concert coming to town. It happened to be Aerosmith. A lot of annoying music in the background tonight, by the way. Just this one particular vehicle is playing their music very loud and annoying the fuck out of me. But I don't know what's going on here. This vehicle is approaching these 3 children. It's kind of weird. Keep an eye on this situation. I don't know. Kind of a creepy, weird deal here. These children are approaching the vehicle. I'm just gonna monitor this. It's an odd situation. It's like this vehicle is approaching these 3 people that look like teenagers, and one of them is getting into the vehicle and 2 of them are not. So I'm not going to call the fucking police. It's not my business, but I'm just going to monitor it a little bit. It still looks like a weird situation. Any fucking way. I was the summer of my 16th year. I had just gotten my driver's license, and Aerosmith was coming to town. And I remember a friend of mine, you do the whole thing where you ask your friends who wants to go, who has the money for the tickets. And just kind of, as I remember it, only one guy really stood up and said, yes, I definitely want to go to this. And I said, okay, can you get me the money for the ticket? I'll go get them. And then when the time came to get me the fucking, and this was all in the cash days, of course he didn't have the fucking money on time and gave me a song and a dance and a promise that he'd get the money soon. And I just, the day came when the tickets went on sale. It happened to be a school day, and I just took some time off from school to go buy concert tickets. And this is back when you had to get into a fucking line. And I ended up just buying one ticket because I just, I can't trust people that he's going to come through ever And if he did, we'd have shittier seats. So I just remember that as being and I ended up going to the concert, 3 or 4 months later. It was one of those deals where you have to wait forever. And the day came, I went to the goddamn show. I drove an hour and a half, no GPS, no Yahoo map, just a fucking man, a 16-year-old man, going to see Aerosmith on his own. Because I just instinctively never felt the need and I remember going to the concert and just talking to some other asshole in the parking lot, some guy that was probably in his 30s, and not, just having a conversation. Oh, yeah, I'm going to the concert by myself. I don't give a fuck. Because I wanted to see it, and I don't need the permission or the hand-holding of society to do what I want to do. I guess I did want to get on a soapbox. By the way, Quiet Place, I did already review it. It is a good movie. Okay. As far as the other soapbox things, I guess I just want to talk about. I did a video today. This is wrestling based. First of all, I guess I have to address this lady. No offense, Aunt Peggy, and I don't think she's my actual aunt because I do have an Aunt Peggy in real life, so it might be. But Aunt Peggy was commenting, Mike, why the swearing? Why do you have to swear? Well, Aunt Peggy, you can Google this. But apparently, according to one article I read, people that swear are actually telling you the truth. And they're using language unabashedly to tell you the truth. It's when people don't swear that you have to be aware of them or cautious, okay? Because they're self-censoring. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, look, I'd hate to lose your subscriptionship, but I can't castrate myself, okay? Aunt Peggy, no offense, but I have to be me, Mike has to be Mike, and I have to say things that are offensive to get the point across. That's just the way it is. I have to use my vulgarity. It's in my toolbox. Oh boy, there was someone who had a wonderful suggestion about LED lights, and guess the fuck what? If I can find the goddamn thing, I actually did go into this friend, whoever it was, the gentleman with the comment. He said, of course, now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. I just have a lot of things in this vehicle right now, so I'm having a hard time finding this. But I don't want to... See, there's one that's... God, fuck. Every time you try to do something nice, it fucking sticks a dick in your ass. I do have a LED light, but I bought like 3... And I don't know what to say because right now I'm just getting frustrated. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hey, we're cooking with gas, buddy. How's that, pal? Oh, look at that. The LED light. Gee whiz. Okay. Interesting. Oh my God. So now what? I guess what I wanted to talk about was I did this, and see, this is kind of a wrestling reference, but it's not a wrestling video. God, I just want to put the fucking window down. Jesus, fuck. Just having a hard time doing things that I want to do here. I'm just trying to do things, and I don't want the video to cut off. Just trying to do it all at once. All right, there's the LED light, pal. There's one of them. I got a few, but it's a work in progress, buddy. My neck's all jammed up. So, Jesus, scary. Basically, I did this video about this wrestling group. It's a wrestling statement, but it's going to segue into the general populace. The AEW Dark Order group. I said, who should the leader be? And people, knee-jerk reaction, people getting upset. And it's because they've been told on television, well, we're going to keep this group the same. We're going to keep the son the same, the leader. And it's just one of those things where it's a small issue, but the bigger issue is there's certain people in this world, consumers, that are trained to be consumers and retained to be consumers. They're uncomfortable when someone like myself challenges the way things are. And there's a bigger picture here that we could get into, or somebody could, philosophically, how you can manipulate people, how you control people. There are certain folks in the world, consumers. My acting coach used to call people civilians, you know, the non-creative types. People that are just going to buy the sandwich that they are sold. If it's ham and cheese on sale, they'll buy ham and cheese. If there's mustard, they'll eat mustard. If there's mayo, they'll eat mayo. If there's not, they won't. They won't ask for mayo. They won't ask for mustard. There's a certain section of the population that is more comfortable doing what they're told and being and thinking as they're told and not questioning anything, even in the world of pro wrestling, which is the number one thing you should challenge, if anything. And these folks, when someone like me has opinions or insights or thoughts on how things can be better or adjusted, it threatens them, these consumers, because I am questioning the authority that they've learned to obey from their master, the television set. So I'm threatening them. And why am I so empowered? Well, first of all, because I've been on television, I've been in major motion pictures, some might say, and I might, stolen a scene from Meryl Streep and Elizabeth Shue in Hope Springs. I've played Sybil Shepherd's son in Hard Luck. I've had a fight scene with Wesley Snipes and Mario Van Peebles, 2-on-1. And worked a scene with Frances McDormand and Richard Jenkins and Olive Kitteridge. And with all these experiences, I'm not intimidated by the camera, okay? I'm not one to shrivel up and, like George Costanza, and experience shrinkage when it comes to life of a video camera. In fact, I flourish in front of it. So for you fine folks that doubt me or doubt my insight or doubt my wisdom, I just know, I feel for you in that you are consumer-based individuals. You are people that are better off watching television and not being on it, and you're threatened by someone like myself who has, in your mind, the audacity to express an opinion that threatens you. You're not used to it because you've never done it yourself. So it sounds arrogant, perhaps, but these are just matter-of-fact thoughts. It's just, to you, the world is presented in such a way, and you consume it, and that's how your brain operates, the mechanisms. For me, I challenge things based on my own experience, my own insight, my own perceptions. That's the difference between me and some of you, not all. So what I'm trying to do is be a liaison to some of the less educated to a higher enlightenment of life. I'm trying to, in a way, put a branch in the ocean to the ignorant, the ocean of the ignorant, and lift them to the landscape of intelligence. That's all I'm trying to do. And for some folks, the natural knee-jerk reaction is one of chagrin or fear, or I can't do that, or you're wrong, you're crazy. Okay. So was Albert Einstein. So was others. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I try to help, and I'm, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I had a pleasant weekend. I did a lot of things. I experienced life. Today I kind of camped out in one of my locations, and I did my thing, and things were accomplished. So I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's a Sunday night. I am, you know, put emoji of hands together. I was in a movie theater tonight. The movie started at 10:30 on a Sunday night. I think that's pretty good. So nice things that happen. My hair is growing out. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. A lot of ignorant assholes and morons and shit for brains are online. We know that already. Or perhaps they're just normal people whose persona or whose comments represents idiocracy, as a matter of fact. But I'm forgiving. I forgive the audience. I forgive. And I educate. And I inform. subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. Good suggestion on the light, whoever said it.